Welcome back everyone to Hearts of Iron for the Great War mod, and this time we'll be checking out the progress of this mod. It's in 0.2.b, which is an interesting way to name a beta, but yeah, it's basically gotten a few updates and it's nice. So we'll check out Bulgaria this time, I think. Yeah, doesn't look like there would be anything else I would want to play. Maybe the Ottoman Empire would be interesting. But for now, we'll just play as Bulgaria. Also, the USA might be kind of interesting in this timeline, but we'll go with Bulgaria. We'll strengthen France, the United Kingdom, Russia, Soviet, Italy, USA, Japan, not the Ottomans, Serbia. Even though Serbia is going to help us in the beginning because of the Balkan Wars. But yeah, in general, there will just be a lot of strengthening going on. We have a couple of generals. We have a skill-free commando, Vazov, and then another one, Fichev, with minus 10% combat width, but he's a field marshal, so he would take a longer time to learn skills. And then well, the own combat width isn't as useful as, for example, something that he could learn, like Mountaineers. We do have a national focus tree. We can go with political effort right away, which is going to lead on to student mobilization, minus 5% land doctrine research time. Could be good. That is going to allow us to develop ourselves a little bit and eventually be ready for the Balkan Anti-Ottoman League. We're gonna need the Italo-Turkish War to actually happen before that is ever picked, though. So yeah, we do have a bit of a time we can just use. Some of these look interesting, but some of these don't look too important, and the continuous focuses are the same. So let's just go ahead and grab ourselves political effort, which is going to give us some more political power. We are already at partial mobilization, which is excellent news. And we are going to get, right, I forget sometimes, we're going to get mountain infantry. Because of our terrain, we absolutely need mountain infantry. We need field hospitals, again, absolutely, because we do kind of lack in manpower. And then we could go for recon company reconnaissance or construction speed. Any of these will all be decent, I feel like. The big problem is... Hold on, engineering. What can we do here? Oh, only 1% research time? Really? So no, not too useful. Radio, though. Yeah, you're kind of important. So you're gonna go for radio, because we're gonna fight very quickly compared to some other countries. How many civilians? 5. I guess we can deal with 5 civilian factories for now. We'll just grab ourselves some more of the other factories, and we're just gonna get also some trenches along some of our most hot borders, as it may. We really don't need them at the border with the Ottomans because we'll be in an offensive setup when we face them anyway. And our job is going to be to cut off the Ottomans. In fact, in general, I think we can... well, to be fair, there's some of our territory here, East Macedonia. So we'll just try to grab all of this as much as possible. And our job is going to be to cut off the Ottomans from Albania, which is where there's going to be fighting with Serbia. We're going to train an infantry division. And yeah, got some free military factories and insufficient resources, obviously. Now, with the insufficient resources, steel and aluminum, there aren't really that many that we need right now. So we'll just try to ignore it. Although, oh, damn it, it's for the support equipment. Don't really want to lose out on support equipment all that much. And we'll definitely go for the steel, because we can very easily grab ourselves some, which is going to decrease our construction, which is unfortunate, but oh well. We're gonna have to deal with it. Welcome to the Great War. You're a veteran player of the Hearts of Iron saga and you want an experience and new challenge. We added new difficulties to the game. Pick one of these 4 options and see how good you are. Oh. Interesting. Entrenchment speed, planning speed, supply consumption, division recovery rate, division reinforcement rate, division attack on core territory minus... Oh boy. Some of these are very hard. If I hadn't strengthened everyone, then maybe I would have tried something like this. And if I wasn't Bulgaria, of course. Because as much as I like Bulgaria, as much as Bulgaria is pretty powerful in this kind of an environment of World War I, yeah. It's not exactly greatest power on Earth. Death of Edward VII. Edward VII's life and namesake era have drawn to a close. Though in a state of grief, new King George V has received his coronation. Time will tell if he can solve the turbulent situation in Britain that he has inherited. George V is new king. Oops. People are dead, as it happens. And we're just gonna train up our army as much as possible while we still have the chance. And that's going to be decent. The Albanian revolt. The Albanians refused to submit to the Turks. A new Albanian uprising has begun in Kosovo and the Northern Mountains. Ottoman government has declared martial law and sent in a military expedition. So, doesn't look like there's a demilitarized zone anymore over here. I wonder how they are representing the Balkan revolt now. Not too sure. South African independence. Ooh, really now. Oh wow. He looks weird. He looks very weird. They're still a puppet of the UK though. Oh, yeah. I guess it would be different if I had to get it for victory. That would most likely be the case. We're also getting some nice army experience, which eventually is going to be useful. Eventually. Not now, though. And we're getting some... Okay, so hold on. How is our infantry division actually? Oh boy. Oh boy, 8 combat width. But it does have engineers, which is amazing, because we're going to get those nice defense and attack bonuses in different terrain types that we absolutely require. We're also going to need to get some artillery produced. I did not know whether we could do that, but it's very important that we do. In fact, it's very important that we produce a lot of artillery. We can also get the horse-drawn vehicles. What are we going to use the horse-drawn vehicles for? I do not know yet. Political effort. Excellent. We could go for national reconciliation. 3% national union, 50 political power. And then move on to the student movement, which is better than limited freedom, obviously. And Reorganization Act, which is going to give us a free military factory and some political power. And then limited rearmament would give us a lot more political power and army experience. Of course, in the meantime, we would also be getting close to the Italo-Turkish War. So basically, we're just going to have to, yeah, get around our time limits and such in a pretty smart way. Then we can modify our government, and that's going to be pretty good. Silent workhorse for now, just to get the extra political power. Wonder what else we could go for. Popular figurehead, captain of industry now. We would want a fortification engineer to get trenches quicker. And we'd also want a armament organizer. No. We really want a war industrialist, but we don't have one, which is a problem. But I guess we're just going to have to deal without one. Then what kind of companies do we have? We have Zhekov. Okay, so all our guys are fully trained up. Excellent. Radio 1 and Mountain Infantry 1. Oh, Mountain Infantry. Mountain Infantry. I didn't get a Mountain Infantry template. Let's just remake. That is so unfortunate that you didn't get the free template. But I'm going to have to switch it around like this. Heavy artillery. So, what do you use horses for? It doesn't look like you use it for artillery, which is good. No, hold on. Nope, you don't use it for cavalry either. I wonder what you use those horse-drawn vehicles for. And yes, we're essentially just waiting for the support equipment required. And what's the difference between our infantry brigades and divisions? That's because that one's half. Okay. So once we grab ourselves tons and tons of support equipment, we're going to have the ability to switch a lot of infantry on over to brigades, and that's a new model. Interesting. I like the new models. Very cool. We can go for Armored Car 1, and then hopefully... Yeah, siege artillery would be useful, but for now it's not going to be as important. We're going to go for mass charge. In the meantime, we're also... next tech that we get is going to be spent on engineering and electronics and such. Then later industrial as well. Our army looks quite sort of threatening, but it really isn't. Not until we get lots of support equipment into our divisions and we get our divisions to be well sort of built up, more than just 2 infantry battalions, and then eventually with artillery as well. Then that's where we're gonna really be hitting jackpot with the amount of troops that we can have that are sort of useful in any kind of capacity. And our lack of aluminum really is hurting our support equipment production. 5% production efficiency cap due to a lack of resources. Actually, no, it's only 5% really. So I guess it's fine. National reconciliation, good. I go for the student movement. That's 5% land doctrine research time decrease. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. And we're just going to be spamming out our divisions. Portugal becomes a republic. Mirroring their former colony Brazil, the Republicans of Portugal have couped the monarchy. A string of blunders by the monarchy, mostly concerning the colonies and technological development, provoked a very small band of rebels to come together, which quickly earned the support of nearly the entire military. Though the issues the monarchy faced are unlikely to be solved anytime soon, at least the anger of the public is quenched for now. A proclamação de República Portuguesa. Republic is proclaimed. Their leader is Teófilo Braga. I do not know anything about him. I just pissed off every Portuguese viewer I ever had. Probably, I don't know, I hope not. And no template for field artillery, but that does not matter. Absolutely does not matter because, oh, so there is a border conflict, right? I forgot about that. It was not a DMZ, it was a border conflict. It's a shame that more games don't, or more mods actually, don't really use this border conflict mechanic. And then, can we do anything with this? No, we can't. Export focus is fine for now. We do have some of these guys, but we don't need any of them for now. Could go for Zhekov, who is going to increase our army experience daily by 0.5. Yes, that's going to be an investment in the future, really, I feel like. Because eventually I'm going to need that army experience in order to modify my divisions to be good. And so the quicker I get that, the better. Now, an artillery battalion would be 36 guns. Hold on, Field Hospital 1, excellent. And that's, I feel like, where we're going to need those horse-drawn vehicles. So, yeah. In the Signal Company, I wonder what kind of... Oh, 20% initiative. That's extremely useful. But I feel like we won't really have any ability to gain what we would need for that. Still too early for fighters. Naval doctrines. We don't really have a navy, do we? No, we don't. We don't really have an air force either, obviously. Unless we had just some scout planes. No, we don't. Good. Or, well, bad, but yeah. Air doctrine, engineering. I feel like, yeah, mechanical computing. Just to decrease our research penalty from the veteran difficulty. And there goes this Mexican Civil War. Student movement, got that quite alright. We're going to get the Reorganization Act, and then after that, we should have the option of going down the Balkan politics and into anti-Ottoman policy. Italo-Turkish War opportunity, because by then, probably the war will be starting in Libya. If we go look at Mexico, let's see what happens here. So this is the Mexican opposition tree. You can do a certain amount of things. And then here, obviously, is the same tree, I'm guessing. Yeah, because you can either support a revolutionary forces or Porfirio Diaz, the current, I guess, president? I think he's a president, yeah. On October the 5th, 1910, Madero issued a letter from jail known as the Plan de San Luis Potosí, with the main slogan, Sufragio efectivo, no reelección, free suffrage and no re-election, obviously about this guy. It declared that Diaz's presidency illegal and called for a revolt. Diaz is too old. Is he? I don't know. How many divisions do they have? 15 to 38. How many divisions do you have? More. So it might... Japan and Korea annexation treaty. Rep Korea. Oh, Meiji is still alive. Okay. Korean Empire, a Japanese puppet state since the assassination of Queen Min in 1895, has just signed a treaty with the Japanese government that resulted in full annexation. Though the Russian Empire and the United States are complaining about this measure, no official actions have been taken against Japan yet. It seems that Korea's long legacy will go out with nothing more than a whimper. Oh well. Oh well, I like how sort of excited he is. Oh well. Insufficient wood. Wood stock is without wood. God damn it. Knew it. Should have known it. Oh, we need wood for infantry equipment. How interesting. Yeah, I feel like for now we're gonna... well, to be fair, we have a ton of infantry equipment. So we don't really need the extra wood. For now, we're just going to keep it at 2 factories producing infantry equipment because we have a decent reserve stockpiled. And this is an infantry division. Excellent. Do we have divisions? We do have divisions. So we also have cavalry brigades. Oh, but they are, 8 width, so it's fine to have these brigades, honestly. They're okay-ish. And for now, I think we will make some arrangements. Oh, you're costing 9. Oh, boy. That's interesting. You all cannot train any further, so I'll just deploy you all. Reorganization Act. Excellent. We could go down the free speech to get some trade deal opinion factory, but for now, we don't really need that at all. We're going to go for the diplomatic effort. And then all of you who are not... Oh, you still have that problem. Well, try to train up. I wonder if you can train up. Seems like you are training up. So at least to trained. Yep. So you're without the support equipment, right? Yep, you're only without the support equipment, which is excellent because... Hold on. Yes, reinforcements first. That's going to be our priority. Problem is we need more artillery. We need at least one sort of battery of artillery in our infantry divisions once the Balkan War starts, because once we have that, then we're just going to have an excellent advantage over the Ottomans, who probably can't produce enough artillery for their army because their army is much bigger. Cryptanalysis, that's going to help our decryption. Excellent. Communication system. What was that research here? Armored cars, right. We're going to get the field artillery upgrade just to make sure that we have that before the war starts with the Ottomans. And then we are going to go on and check out... Hold on, we just got armed cars. So you're going to be... Oh, we don't have oil, do we? Oh, no, we don't. So you're going to be way down the line. Eventually, you're going to be useful, but not right now. Okay, we can modify our government again. And this time, we're going to get someone for our political advisor. Quartermaster General will be for air bases. Not really important as of yet. Improve relations opinion. Not really important right now. Same ideology, monthly opinion, not important. National unity increase. That could become useful considering what's going to happen to Bulgaria, spoiler alert. Civilian factory infrastructure and refineries. Land fortifications. Trade deal opinion factory. no, really. Industrial research time seems like the best. And then from this one, from the next one, we're just gonna be going for some. Ooh, interesting. We're just gonna be going for some army chiefs and the likes. We're obviously gonna go for army offense because plus 15 division attack is just amazing. It's really good. Plus 5% division speed is also pretty okay, but the Battle of Dechik. I don't know how to speak Albanian. The Albanians have scored an upset victory over Turkish forces today. After a surprise attack on a much numerically superior Ottoman force, the Albanians lured the pursuing Turks into the nearby town of Tuzi, where, joined by the rebels from Montenegro, they overwhelmed the bottleneck forces into a retreat. The Turkish authorities in the Balkans have fallen further into question as a result. Diplomatic effort, oh, that's a lot of political power. Good. Now we're going to get some more Balkan politics. What could possibly go wrong with Balkan politics? I just do not know. Sava Savov, okay, is going to be our new army chief. And you're ready, so you're going. You're still training up. Looks like you are gaining experience daily, despite the fact that you're kind of waiting on the support equipment. And we have a pretty decent amount of field guns right now. We could equip, not our infantry brigades, but I think all of our infantry divisions. No, we can't, but close enough. I think a lot of those are just from the ones that we are training in the queue. Some of you have support equipment. Holy shit. You're rich. I'm going to cancel you, because we need support equipment to actually reinforce our frontline troops. And we're going to see how long it's going to take to actually reinforce them. Waiting for equipment to be produced and delivered. Yeah, we're still... Oh, it lied. We weren't going to go down by... yeah. I thought we were going to go down by 100, but it appears as if we went down by 350. Okay? Thanks, game. You totally told me that one. I was definitely prepared for that eventuality. And I think... Nah, we don't really need anything yet. Of course, now that we have a double factory working on support equipment, we're going to get more problems with resources because we have more factories working on it. And we're going to get the entrenching battalions. Probably not going to be ready in time for the Balkan War, but we're going to try. We're going to definitely try. And we're just going to avoid right now the training up of these divisions, because it is extremely likely that if I did train them up... Hold on. Yes, you, border guards, don't really care about you. Balkan politics, excellent. It is extremely likely that if I train them up, I'm just going to be attritioning out way too many field guns that are now in my army. Get more political power, excellent. We're going to go for a military high command person, artillery specialist, Mr. Kliment Boyad... I probably pronounced it a little bit too Russian. Kliment Boyadjiev. Boyachiev? Oh, Machu Picchu, hi. Machu Picchu. Civilization 5, anyone? And before people are pissed that you are reducing an important artifact of humanity to just something in a game, you're gonna get under command of Fikiev, although Trifon Ivanov is now our new secondary guy, and you're gonna be tasked with Thessalonica. And some of you are not assigned to the order. Wait, what? How why? Oh, hi, Agadir Crisis. That's in Morocco. Provoked by the increasing power of France over the state, Moroccan citizens have begun a rebellion against Sultan Abdelmajid. As the French are preparing to lift the siege on the pass of Fez, oh, there you go, the Germans sent the SMS Panther to the port of Agadir in support of the rebels, claiming to be protecting German mercantile interests in the region, presuming that in the event of rebel failure, Morocco will pass on to direct control of France, which is exactly what happened. So I think that the Germans were quite right. If nothing is done in this situation, war could break out in Europe. Well, it didn't, but, you know. Field artillery upgrade, good. Reinforce rate plus 1%. I don't feel like we really need that yet. Gas is gonna be good. I wonder if we can get any way to get that quickly. Because if we get that gas, then we're gonna be able to gas people. Oh yeah, we can do that after January 1913. Excellent. So we're gonna go for all of these in 1912, and we're gonna try to get that chemical warfare focus, and we're gonna gas people. Yes, that sounds like an excellent, just an excellent idea. Yes. No way in which this could go bad at all. Air doctrine, we seriously don't need that yet. Yep. Industry production efficiency cap plus 1%. Yes. Recon company reconnaissance plus 1%. I don't think we need that yet. Construction speed plus 3%. Oil plus 2%. What does that mean? I'm guessing it's just that if we have oil, we gain it 2% faster. So it's a good tech for Romania and for Austria-Hungary and nations that have oil in general, but not for us. It's good that Austria-Hungary has oil. Trench to state level 10, but for now, not really needed. Requires technology, infantry recovery rate plus 0.05, re-equipped infantry. What is re-equipped infantry? I do not know. Yeah, if some of these gave you a trickleback modifier, then they would be very worth it, but they don't. Do we have any resources? Some wood and some coal, and we might get control over some chromium. But really, what are we gonna use chromium for? Battleships, but we don't really have battleships. Eventually, we might get the oil in Playesti, but that's gonna be far down the line, so we don't really need the extra mining quite yet. So I feel like can't get any more of these. Logistics company could be okay. And none of these are really available to us as of yet. So that's kind of a disappointment. And land auctions, we're getting them. So what could we research? And I feel like engineering drawing, that would be for tanks, recovery rate, not really important yet. This is submarine attack for torpedoes. And yeah, this is a little bit far ahead with the... Right, because that goes into the World War II tree. Would that really give us anything? No, it wouldn't really. We could go for encryption just to confuse the heck out of the AI. Yeah, okay, I'm going for reinforcement rate. Fine, whatever. Who cares? Well, I should, but you know. You know how I am. And right now, we're really getting close to that anti-Ottoman policy. Because, well, fuck the Ottomans. The Mona Lisa has been stolen. Last night, a thief has stolen the famous Mona Lisa from the Louvre. This morning, Louis Beroud walked into the Salon Caille portion of the museum where the Mona Lisa has been on display for 5 years, only to find 4 iron pegs on the wall. Local guards claimed the art was only being photographed, which turned out to be untrue. Currently, the museum is enclosed for investigation. He just walked away with it? It appears he did. We will... Oh, right. Italy, you lazy shit. Okay, hold on. What could we do with this extra time? Military service, that would be army experience. Not really needed. Oh, shit. Limited rearmament did require limited freedom. Oh, never mind. Free speech... Nah. Reorganize the Bulgarian land forces. That could be useful. Ministry of Internal Affairs. That could be okay because it leads us down to Bulgaria first, which gets us some manpower. Then all these nice things. Yeah, all these excellent defenses are going to be useful eventually. And we don't really have the ability to get the next land doctrine yet, so reorganizing the Bulgarian land forces isn't really as important. I mean, of course, this gives us some army experience, but for now, not really needed. Can modify our government, and that's going to be infantry specialist. And then the next one is going to be entrenchment. No, that's speed. Who gives a shit about speed? Concealment specialist. Stepan Paprikov. That's enemy air support. Oh, hi Shanghai Revolution. The Shanghai Revolution, or no, was a revolution that overthrew China's last imperial dynasty, the Qing, over here by Pui, or Shuantong Emperor as he's called right now. The revolution was named Shanghai because it occurred in 1911, the year of the Shanghai stem branch of the sexagenary cycle. Oh, wait, who won? Mexican opposition. And Diaz flees to Spain. Okay? The sexagenary cycle of the Chinese calendar. The revolution consisted of many revolts and uprisings. The turning point was the Wuchang uprising on October 10th, 1911. That was the result of the mishandling of the railway protection movement. The revolution ended with the abdication of the last emperor Pui, or Shuantong as he is known right now. And fuck you. I was about to read the rest and it was going to be interesting. Right now their capital is Wuhan and their leader is Sun Wen. They have 24 divisions as opposed to the 75 of the Qing, but eventually they will get more through events, I believe. That is, unless the AI can somehow turn this around. Basic hand tools, great. I'm gonna get the improved hand tools because a hammer and a cogwheel is better than a saw and a cogwheel. You heard it here first. Hold on. Oh, finally. Took a while, Italy. But now we can finally go for the Italy-Turkish War opportunity. That's 20,000 manpower, which, considering that we have 60,000 right now available, that's a pretty nice amount. And we're also going to get base national unity, and we're going to have the ability to get a military alliance to Serbia and start the war against the Ottomans. Now, right now, we're lacking steel. In fact, we're lacking stuff in general. Really, one of the main problems is that we're lacking in aluminum. Now we're really starting to get hit hard by that. So we're gonna get ourselves some aluminum. From who? Austria-Hungary, of course. Yes. Italian invasion of Libya. An ultimatum was presented to the Ottoman government. Through Austrian intermediation, the Ottomans replied with a proposal of transferring control of Libya without war, maintaining a formal Ottoman suzerainty. The Italians refused, and war is now declared. War for a piece of sand. The technical term is, I believe, a box of sand. A sandbox. And yeah, the Italians are around, but who knows? Who knows if they will fail epically? I've seen them fail the war, which is somehow possible. Minus 1% research time for the early tank project, but that's a very long research to actually do that, so encryption. I think right now I'm going to end it, and I'm going to join you next time with some more Bulgaria. We'll destroy the Ottomans, hopefully, and then we'll see about not getting ourselves completely demolished because of all the bonuses we gave to the AI in World War I. So I'll see you then.